N'Golo Kanté, the reluctant superstar who redefined greatness. In an age where footballers are walking brands, where every goal is followed by a TikTok dance, and fame often overshadows humility, one man has quietly, almost silently, risen to the top and stayed there. His name is N'Golo Kanté, but to many, he is more than a footballer. He is a living lesson in humility, resilience, and what it truly means to be great. From the streets of Paris to the grassroots of greatness. Born in 1991 in a poor neighborhood of Paris, Kanté's story doesn't begin with agents, academies, or sponsorship deals. It begins with garbage bags, literally. As a child, Kanté walked the streets with his father, collecting waste to earn just enough for food. His parents had emigrated from Mali, chasing the slim hope of a better life. When Kanté was just 11, his father died. Most would crumble. He didn't. He just worked harder. He was small, skinny, and far from flashy. But he had lungs like machines and the discipline of a monk. He trained in silence, ran in silence, dreamed in silence. While others chased fame, Kanté chased the ball. The R's nobody saw coming. He didn't get picked up by a big academy. He didn't make youth headlines. In fact, he wasn't even a professional until his early 20s, when he signed with Boulogne, a tiny club in France's 3rd division. Then came Caen, then Leicester City. In 2015, he arrived in England, a relative unknown. By 2016, he was a Premier League champion. Leicester's fairy tale title win is often attributed to Jamie Vardy's goals or Riyad Mahrez's magic. But ask anyone inside that dressing room and they'll tell you, Kanté was the heart. He ran more than anyone, tackled more, covered more ground than physics should allow. He didn't celebrate with glitz or glamour. He didn't shout. He just smiled, shy, genuine, almost apologetically. Then came Chelsea, another Premier League, an FA Cup, a Europa League, a Champions League, and of course the 2018 World Cup with France. Still no tattoos, still no sports cars, just that beat-up Mini Cooper and the quiet joy of doing his job better than anyone else. The man off the pitch. What makes Kanté extraordinary isn't just what he does on the pitch, it's who he is off it. He studied accounting as a teenager, preparing for a life outside football, just in case. Even after becoming a global star, he didn't change. He still prays in quiet corners, still arrives early and leaves late, still helps clean up the dressing room. He once missed a train and ended up spending the night playing FIFA with a stranger who invited him to dinner. Not for PR, just because he was polite and didn't want to be a burden. In 2020, he quietly paid for the construction of an orphanage and school in Mali. He sent medical supplies during the pandemic. He still visits his old neighborhood in Paris and asks how everyone's doing. No Instagram showboating, no flashy entourage, just action. Quiet, consistent, human. The move to Saudi Arabia, a different kind of legacy. In 2023, Kanté made a move that surprised many. He joined Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia. Some fans thought he chased the money, but look closer. He didn't ask for the biggest contract. He took what was fair. Why? Because he knows the value of enough. While many use their new wealth for private jets and island parties, Kanté began building hospitals and water systems in Mali. He pledged $5 million of his own money to a rural pediatric hospital. No press release, no sponsor, just pure intent. He understands that legacy isn't what you wear, it's what you give. A different kind of greatness. We often celebrate the loud, the viral, the glamorous. But maybe it's time we redefine what greatness looks like. Maybe it looks like a 5'6" midfielder with a soft smile who runs more than anyone else on earth. Maybe it looks like someone who plays the biggest matches of his life and takes the bus home. Maybe greatness isn't about lifting trophies, but lifting others. N'Golo Kanté is proof that you can win without ego, succeed without spectacle, and lead without noise. In the era of mega-million transfers, Kanté is a throwback and a way forward. A reminder that humility isn't weakness, that goodness can still win, that legends don't have to shout. Some players change the game. Kanté changed what it means to be a player.